Anderson, demonstrating safe sighting, lighting management of a fire. Okay, this is our permanent fire circle at our Leek Woods. It was chosen, this is a safe site to do it, it was chosen because it's flat. There's some big trees surrounding us, but they're big enough that there's no low branches hanging down over the fire. So it's a flat area, there's a big enough space for us to have a safe fire circle that's wide enough for people to sit far enough away from the fire. Okay, so I'm going to light the fire and then I'll explain a bit more about the management and the site and what we do at Forest School. Okay, so to start with, I've got my fire place here. I'm going to make a simple waffle here to get my fire slightly off the ground. Okay, I've got 3 grades of sticks, so I've got my this is how we teach it when we're teaching the children. I've got my kind of thumb size thickness of stick, my pencil size thickness of sticks, and my matchstick size thickness of sticks. I've also, because it's been a bit wet the last couple of days, I've brought some dry wood to site and some tinder, so I'll use that as well while I'm lighting my fire today. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of these dry bits underneath. I'm going to put my cotton wool, fluff my cotton wool up a bit, put it in there. Those bits in so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to add some little bits of my tinder around here straight away. Okay. Keep our fire strikers in a tin. I've also got, before I light it, got a fire blanket which I keep on site all times, and our fire resistant gloves, and this bucket's half full of water just in case of any burns or any need to extinguish the fire. Okay, so I'm safe, there's no one else here on site today, and the landowner knows that I'm going to light a fire, so good to go. Okay. Just getting some little bits of dry stuff to put on this before it goes out. Now I'm adding to the fire, it's going, I'm going to put my gloves on. Some of my smaller sticks, keep this going. Putting some slightly larger ones on to catch. So I'm just adding in wood, don't want to smother it, just adding in some more fuel. Okay, that looks okay now, going. So I've made sure that I've pulled out the toggles on this hoodie so that they don't catch when I'm leaning over a fire or maintaining a fire. My hair is not particularly long, but I can tie it back. Which I would normally do. And so when we're managing, the way we manage a fire at Forest School, the children all come to the Forest School know that the main rule of our forest school is don't go in the fire circle. We go through the rules at every session, and the children are allowed to come into the fire circle one at a time at the end when they're invited to toast a marshmallow, or if we're doing smaller sessions and we're doing cooking, you come into the fire circle by invitation only. So here in these woods we've got our permanent fire site set up, so we've got these logs around here, so far enough away from the fire. We also have a wider circle, not at that side but at the other end, in case there was more people, we can sit further away from the fire. And we play a game at the start of every session, or at the start of our longer sessions where we're going to have a fire, where we sit around and we play a game called Swap Seats If, to get the children used to getting up, stepping over their log and moving around the fire circle and then sitting back down and never coming through the circle. So we play that for as many times as it takes for every child to get used to not coming out and into the circle. And we always remind, as I say, everyone at the start that they don't go into the fire circle unless they're invited in. When we play the Swap Seats If, we don't have a fire lit, but we tell the children that we will have one later, so we play that to practice not going into the circle. And all the children are told that if anyone goes in the circle, including any adults that are helping that aren't leaders, if they go into the circle, whether the fire is lit or not, the other children are permitted to shout at them, and they shout "stop, go round." So that's the way we manage our fire at Forest School here. If I was lighting a fire elsewhere that wasn't in our permanent fire site, I would look for similar things, so flat piece of ground, check what the ground is made of. This area here is not peaty. You obviously don't want to light a fire on peat, and make sure there's no low-hanging trees in the area that you're going to light the fire. Okay, I think that's about it. This fire's going nicely. I can now either build this up or let it die down. I take this box with me with my bits of tinder in. We've got a bulrush here, which is I'll take the rest off, put in my box of tinder, and I think that's everything. I think this is going well enough, hopefully, to demonstrate that it's completely caught, won't go out now until I let it die down or extinguish it. Could put some bigger logs on there if we wanted to. Okay, but the 3 grades of sticks is what we teach if we're teaching fire lighting to children. We also usually talk about the fire triangle when we're lighting a fire with children, especially if children specifically come over to see us light it or ask why are you blowing on the fire. We normally talk about the fire triangle. It's a good opportunity. A lot of them have done it in school, the older ones, and so they're quite happy to show off their knowledge, and the younger